The Living Daylights is a spy film and stars Timothy Dalton in his first outing as James Bond. This is the movie that signaled the end of the campy tone from the previous Bond films and took them in a more serious direction. Firstly, I want to talk about Dalton as Bond. The common criticism I hear about his version is he lacks any humor or wit that Connery and Moore had. But for me, this is why Dalton is one of my favorites. First and foremost, I don't watch the Bond movies to get a laugh out of them. So when Dalton shows up, it's nice to take the film's story and its characters seriously without having to groan at how lame Bond constantly jokes about a situation, although I still find the Q segments a constant source of entertainment, and the only times I get a chuckle from a Bond film. Speaking of the characters, they aren't exactly the best, but they are far from shit. The villains were very unconvincing and didn't pose much of a threat. The Bond girl I liked for the most part, but by the end she did start to become annoying. However, the real strength of the film comes from Timothy Dalton. Dalton has all the qualities that I would expect from the James Bond character. Smart, good-looking, slick, smooth. Dalton also brings a more aggressive edge to Bond, showing that he's willing to get the job done no matter the cost. And this element shines at its most brightest in the next film, which I am very looking forward to talking about. John Glenn once again directs, and his action scenes are very well done. And while they do feel a bit scaled back, I'm fine with these, as they actually contain tension and a sense of danger that was very much lacking in most of the Moore films. My only issues with the movie are rather small. There are a few dumb moments that are there but barely noticeable. The story could be a little complicated and hard to follow at certain points, and I thought the third act did drag on a little bit, but that's pretty much my only small negatives on the film. There were still a lot of great scenes that I was entertained by, such as the opening and the way it throws you straight into the action and introduces Timothy Dalton with a bang. Overall, I couldn't help but be entertained by this film, and while I'm not going to pretend it's totally perfect, I'm just happy to have enjoyed a Bond film with solid action and Timothy Dalton making a great first impression. And I'm going to give The Living Daylights a 7.5 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, be sure to like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to my channel below. As always, I'm NETX5. Thank you for watching.